What is anthropometrics? The study of the human body and its movement, often involving research into measurements relating to people. It also involves collecting statistics or measurements relevant to the human body, called anthropometric data. The data is usually displayed as a table of results, diagram or graph. Anthropometric data is used by designers and architects. What is ergonomics? The study of people and their relationship with the environment around them. Measurements, also known as anthropometric data, are collected and applied to designs and products, to make them more comfortable to use. The application of measurements to products, in order to improve their human use, is called ergonomics. The diagram shows a table of anthropometric data or measurements, and how these are applied to the hand. In this example, a number of hands have been measured and the anthropometric data written into a table of results. If a designer takes these measurements and applies them to a product, to make the product easier to use or more comfortable, this is called ergonomics. This animation shows how anthropometric data has been applied to a computer work area. The comfortable seating height has been determined by collecting the measurements of a wide range of people. A designer has then used the measurements to ergonomically design an adjustable chair. This is a chair that is comfortable to use and works well in its environment. The same system of collecting measurements and applying them to a product is seen with the office table. It is the correct width, which means the user does not need to stretch. Also, the monitor has been designed using data or measurements, so that it is at the right, comfortable height for the user. This is another example of anthropometrics being applied to a product. When designing a chair, one of the most important factors is comfort. This is linked closely to the seating height. Usually, the seating height is calculated by measuring the most comfortable height for the person who is going to use the chair. If the chair is to be used by numerous people, such as in a doctor's waiting room, it is important to measure the comfortable seating height of a range of people, and then work out the average height. The average seating height is then applied to the chair, which should result in an ergonomically designed chair, one that suits a range of people. Try this simple class exercise. Imagine that you are designing an electronic device for pupils of your age. The device is the type that will be picked up and handled. This means that it is important to collect measurements relating to the size of the hand. This means collecting anthropometric data. Look at the diagram of the hand. 2 dimensions are shown on the hand. Measure your hand and write the dimensions at the top of a table of results. Use millimeters. Then collect the measurements of all other pupils in the class. Work out the total of columns, and then work out the average of each. The average dimensions or measurements are important because the size of the electronic device could be based on these. When manufactured, the device can be said to be ergonomically designed. This design sheet shows how anthropometric data can be displayed. A number of measurements have been collected and written into a table of results. Simple diagrams clearly show the different measurements, and the reasons for their inclusion is in the text. For more information and exercises on anthropometrics and ergonomics, go to the links shown on the screen.